Coming to handoff, the basic definition of handoff is this. In mobile communication, the handoff is the transition for any given user of signal transmission from one base station to a adjacent base station as the user moves around, right? That means handoff is a transition from the present base station to the adjacent base station while he is moving from one place to another place, right? Each base station transition as well as the switching process sequence itself. That means the base station has to transition from previous to the new base station, and also the switching process sequence. The switching process is nothing but the mobile switching center has to participate in this procedure, right? Here is the diagram representing BS1 and BS2 with antennas. That means base station 1 and base station 2. There are two base stations representing adjacent geographical areas, and also a mobile is also represented here, that means the mobile is moving from the previous base station to the new base station. Meanwhile, the process of handoff has to be done. That means transition from the previous base station to the present base station has to takes place meanwhile, right? Coming to the handoff strategies. The handoff strategies while this handoff has to be encouraged, because to maintain quality as subscribers move in and out of range of base station, right? That means this handoff is encouraged because to maintain a quality of the communication for the subscribers while the subscribers move in and out of the base station. While the subscribers move in and out of the base station, this handoff has to be encouraged. Other one is for the handoff procedures, new voice and control channel frequencies are to be required, because we will assign a new channel while the subscriber move from old base station to new base station, right? For this purpose, we have to maintain a new voice channels for each and every base station. One is prioritizing the handoff over a new call initiation by allocating unused channels of new base station. That means if we prioritize the handoff, the new call initiation. That means if the mobile subscriber moves from the old base station to new base station, base station to new base station, there are unused channel has to be allocated for the purpose of handoff in the new base station, right? And also in the process of handoff, the base station needs to monitors the signal levels, for a certain period of time, because if the call strength is below the threshold level, then A new base station has to initiate the handoff and allocates a new voice channels in the new base station, right? Without interrupting the call procedure, right? For the purpose of this, the base station always monitors the signal level. If the signal level is below the threshold level, then the handoff has to be initiated. Otherwise, no need of initiation of the handoff. And also avoiding the unnecessary handoffs. That means avoid the unnecessary handoffs by measuring the signal strength and ensuring the handoff is completed before the termination of the call. There are 2 points here. One is avoiding the unnecessary handoffs. By avoiding the unnecessary handoffs, the load on the voice channels are to be reduced and also traffic has to be reduced, right? Otherwise, other one is the handoff has to be completed. The handoff procedure has to be completed before termination of a call. Before termination of a call, the handoff procedure has to be completed before termination of a call, because for the proper communication, the handoff has to be initiated before termination of a call if the signal strength is before the threshold level, below the threshold level, right? These are the important points related to initiation of a handoff. Related to initiation of a handoff, right? Other one is when the handoff has to perform. We should follow some procedures. We should follow some procedures to perform the handoff, right? One is there is a formula, that is delta is equal to P handoff, that means P suffix T handoff minus P suffix T minimum usable. That means if the difference between P handoff minus P minimum usable, if the delta is, we will get some value of delta. Based on the delta, we have to decide whether the handoff is required or not. Whether the handoff is required or not, right? What is the P handoff is nothing but specifies the optimal signal level at which to initiate a handoff. That means it has to specify a threshold signal level to which to initiate a handoff, right? Other one is minimum usable. It is nothing but minimum usable signal for accepting voice quality at the base station receiver. That means the signal level has to acceptable at the receiver base station, right? Which is nothing but P minimum usable. Now, based on the delta value, the handoff has to perform or not will be decided. If delta is large, then unnecessary handoff. That means no need of handoff here. If the delta value is large, that means the signal strength is above the threshold level. Other one is if the delta is small, then the calls may be lost due to insufficient time for handoff. That means delta is small means there is less difference between the threshold and the minimum usable. Then the base station has very less time to initiate the handoff. Then meanwhile the call will lost. That means there is an interrupt for the call because of the insufficient time provided by the for the base station, right? Under these conditions, based on the delta value, the handoffs may be performed, right? Here in the handoff strategies, what are the conditions to provide the handoff has to be discussed. In this, one is we have to allocate new voice and control channels for the handoff procedures for each base station. Handoff is required to maintain a quality in the communication when the subscribers move from one base station to another base station, right? The handoffs has to be prioritized because there are more number of requests for handoff. There are more number of requests for handoffs, out of which we have to prioritize which handoff has to be initiated first, right? Based on the channels available and based on the number of unused channels, right? The other one is the base station has to monitor the signal level, that means the threshold level, for a certain point of time, whether initiates a handoff or not, right? This is regarding the delta value, right? Coming to the handoff strategies, the call will be dropped when there is an excessive delay in MSC due to huge traffic in SNA handoff. That means for maintaining the effective communication, the call will not be dropped in the middle. To avoid there is a situation for call drop, that is at the mobile switching center. That means the mobile switching center is monitors the handoffs between the base stations, and also the handoffs will be provided for the between the mobile switching centers. That means in one mobile switching center there are number of base stations, and also in other mobile switching center also there is number of base stations. If the subscriber moves from this mobile switching center to other mobile switching center, there has to be switching or transition of the call from old MSC to new MSC, right? In this case, the MSC has to initiate the handoff in the new base station, right? If there is huge traffic in the MSC for handoffs, we already discussed that there is a prioritizing handoffs are there. In this case, there is a delay, power delay at the MSC. Due to this, the call may be dropped. That means the signal strength will be dropped for the particular mobile center, mobile unit. Then the call will be dropped because the MSC is not reacted at the stipulated time, right? Also, second one is the call will be dropped if no channels are available. If no channels are available, the call will be dropped because we have to assign. We already discussed that we have to assign a new channel for initiating a. We have to assign a new channel for initiating a call drop. Initiating a handoff. Right? If due to heavy traffic, if the number of voice channels are not available, then the number of voice channels are not available, then also the call will be dropped due to insufficient voice channels. Right? Insufficient voice channels. To reduce the call drops, there are few steps has to be taken by base stations to reduce the call drops during the handoffs. Some of them are the signal strength should be high. Signal strength should be high at the each corner of the geographical area related to the base station. Right? That means no there are no call strength holes at the base stations, and also the cell coverage has to be high around the base station, and also there is 100% cell coverage is there for each base station. It may be ideal case, if the 100% cell coverage is available at each base station, then the requirement of handoff will be less. Then the traffic at the MMS is also less to avoid this call drops. Right? Other one is prioritizing the handoff. That means handoff prioritization. That means which for which call the handoff will be initiated first. Right? There is a procedure for prioritizing the handoff. One is the guard channel concept. That means guard channel is nothing but at each base station there are channels which have to be stayed in a buffer, which are using at the important circumstances. Right? For this is called a guard channel concept. These are kept reserved for the emergency. This will discuss here. That is a fraction of the total available channels. That means if a total available channels are around 40 or 50 channels have to be allocated for a base station, then a fraction of total available channels. That means some channels from the total channels in a cell is reserved exclusively for handoff request. Right? That means some channels are kept reserved for exclusively for handoff from ongoing calls which may be handed off to the cell. That means these reserved channels has to be allocated for the handoff required calls. Right? Then we have to reduce the traffic at the mobile switching center, and also based on the priority, these reserved channels are to be allocated to the handoff channel. Right? Other one is queuing of handoff request. Queuing of handoff request is nothing but if at every base station or at the mobile switching center the handoff request has to come, we have to queue in order to first come first serve basis. Then these allocated channels has to be reserved channels has to be allocated to the particular calls or particular handoff request. Here, queuing of handoff request in such system, the probability that the handoff will not be served is equal to blocking probability of no originating call. Right? That means there are more number of handoff requests compared to the number of channel available channels. Right? There is then also there is a huge traffic at the mobile switching center. Then if we are queuing of handoff request, there is a priority based allocation will be done by the mobile switching center. Done by the mobile switching center. Right? Now what happens when handoff takes place? That means what is the procedure when handoff is taken place? Right? When mobile is in the edge of the cell, that means edge of the base station. At edges of the base station, so we are all aware of that. The signal strength will be very less because this is the distance from the base station antenna to the edge of the cell is more. Then automatically the strength of the signal will be less. Right? Then if the mobile is in the edge of the cell, the first one is signal strength falls below the threshold level. Right? There is a minimum threshold level to maintain a call. If we are at the edge of the cell, then the signal strength will be below the threshold level. This is a first signal or first indication that handoff will be required. Second one is base station of the cell originates a handoff request. That means the cell base station of the cell. That means the subscriber at the base station, at the present base station. Then the base station is originates a handoff request to the adjacent base station. Then an handoff request is originated by the base station when the signal strength is below the threshold level. Then the third one is MSC gets the information from the candidate cell. That means the base station sends the request to the mobile switching center to initiate a handoff for the particular mobile station or particular mobile unit. Then the mobile switching center asks both the cell to coordinate with each other. That means the old base station, new base station has to coordinate each other. It will be coordinated by the mobile switching center. Right? If the handoff procedure is successful, then the mobile unit is asked to switch to another voice channel. That means the mobile unit itself is switched to the new voice channel. Is switched to the new voice channel. Right? This will take place when the mobile is at the edge of a cell. First one is the signal strength will be below the threshold level, and the second one is the base station is originates a handoff request, and the third one is mobile switching center gets the information from the base station, and then the old base station, new base station are coordinate with each other with the help of the mobile switching center. Then if the handoff is successful, the mobile is switched to the new voice. That means if the new base station has allocated a new voice channel for the particular mobile, then the mobile shifted to the new voice channel. adapted to the new version, right? Here are the handoff in different cellular systems. That means how the procedure for different generation of systems, different generation of cellular system. In evaluation of cellular system, we all discussed about 1G, 2G, 3G, and up to 4G, right? In 1G, there is a procedure for handoff, and also at the 2G systems also, there is a different procedure for handoff, right? Here, the comparison between the 1G and the 2G cellular systems. In 1G, that means in first generation mobile system, the signal sensor measured and monitored by the mobile switching center. In 1G systems, the signal sensor measured and monitored by the mobile switching center, right? Whereas in 2G systems, the signal sensor monitored by mobiles itself. The signal sensor monitored by the mobiles itself. In first generation cellular systems, the mobile switching center decides whether the handoff is required or not, based on the availability of channels and also based on the signal strength, right? Here in the next generation techniques, next generation cellular systems, according to the received power from base station, according to the received power from base station, the mobile has to decide when to hand off to the new version, right? Third one is huge traffic in mobile switching center due to computational load. That means there is a more computational procedure for finding the signal strength threshold levels. That means the huge traffic at the mobile switching center for this reason. The next generation systems, the mobile switching center has less traffic because mobile switching center has not decided when to hand off. That is in the hands of the mobile unit, right? Other one is types of handoff. Regarding types of handoffs, we will discuss briefly in the coming classes. Types of handoff, there are two types. Two types. One is hard handoff, and other one is soft handoff. Right? Hard handoff is nothing but break before make. Nothing but the break before make. That means it connects to the single base station at a time. It connects to the single base station at a time. Coming to the soft handoff. Soft handoff nothing but make before break. That means before the call is dropped, before the call drop, we have to make a new connection to the particular mobile station. This is called the make before break. Right? And this the soft handoff that connects multiple base stations simultaneously. Soft handoff connects to multiple base stations simultaneously. Right? is the difference between hard handoff and soft handoff? There are other types of handoffs also there. We'll discuss in the types of handoff, right? Here is the umbrella cell concept for practical handoff situation. We already discussed about the umbrella antenna pattern, right? It's also like the umbrella cell concept for practical handoff situation. Here there is a umbrella cell approach figure is here. The large umbrella cell for high speed traffic. Here we are indicating here the large umbrella cell for high speed traffic is which has a large high speed antenna and also the large cell coverage area. Here the small micro cells for low speed traffic. There are also small micro cells. We are discussing that micro cell, macro cell, and femto cells. Sorry, pico cells are also there. These cells are divided based on the cell radius. Right? This is the small micro cells for low speed traffic. In these small areas, we are having the low power transmitter antennas are installed in the micro cell. The micro cells, right? They are called small micro cells for low speed traffic. Here the umbrella cell concept is used for minimizing the number of handoffs. Right? Used for minimizing the number of handoffs for the high speed users. Also provides additional microcell channels for pedestrian users, right? That means the low speed users we are allocating additional microcell channels are allocated for the low speed users. Then the traffic, then the load on the handoffs are less. The number of handoffs will be reduced, right? Other one is here also the speed of the vehicle may be evaluated by mobile switching center, because if the mobile subscriber moves from one base station to other base station through a vehicle, the vehicle is high speed vehicle, then the signal has to transit and also it has to lose its signal strength rapidly because of the high speed, right? For this, the signal strength varies rapidly for each reverse voice channel, right? Due to the speed of the vehicle. That means due to the speed of the mobile unit. Due to the speed of the mobile unit, it is varied rapidly. And also, if a high speed user approaching to the, if a high speed user is approaching to the base station, its speed is decreasing. Then the base station will hand over the user to the microcell without consulting with mobile switching center. That means if you move through the base station, then the base station hand over the call and allocated a microcell to the present user without consulting the mobile switching center. Without consulting the mobile switching center. Right? This is about the umbrella cell concept. Right? Thank you all of you. With all of you, please.